Well, we do two things over here. About 75% of what I do is to support other people's research, running a state-of-the-art instrument lab with big ticket, powerful instruments. These are instruments whose purchase price or the expertise that is required to run them is pretty much beyond the individual investigator. So we run a core facility where we offer this instrumentation and these analytical services to multiple investigators, kind of spreading the wealth, if you will, with some just beautiful state-of-the-art instruments. So that's part of what we do. But the other part of my job is to have an individual research program. And in that individual research program, what I do, I study the impacts of an emerging or newly discovered anti-cancer drug on human cancer cells. And these two areas become wed then because I use the advanced technologies that we offer in my research. I try to get out a little ahead of everybody using state-of-the-art research, state-of-the-art techniques, state-of-the-art instrumentation to conduct my own research, my own anti-cancer research. And then when people knock on my door and say, we want to do a study just like that, I can say, yes, we've done that before, and kind of break a little trail, if you will. And it's a really terrific model, works really well. Oh, it's heavenly, it's heavenly. We used to be housed in traditional labs, and we had our equipment spread, between 5 different rooms and 3 different floors in a building. And this was very disjointed. And the rooms we were in, our traditional labs, they didn't accommodate our instruments very well because our instruments are large, they take up a lot of space, and you really need to get behind them and on the sides of them and things like that. So our new Bellman Research Lab is very modular, it's very open, it's the perfect little home for all these, hundreds of thousands of dollars, even $1 million instruments. So that's one big difference. The other is that because we don't have to run between all the individual labs, everything's all localized. Now we're much more efficient. We don't spend time looking for each other or trying to squeeze by, labs and groups and things like that. So that's really nice as well. It's also a more temperature controlled and better power, better voltage for our instruments. So a lot of little benefits like that. Probably a really dramatic example. We teach this workshop every summer, and we put 16 people through an intensive course in mass spectrometry and proteomics. And it used to be spread amongst these 3 floors and these 4 different rooms, and we would literally be running up and down the stairs to work with the students. Over here, we're all in one area, one room. There's a lot of dynamic interaction going on. We can manage 2 or 3 groups of students at the same time without anyone looking around and saying, where's the instructor? Just gorgeous, just a really terrific building. It's also got a nice image factor to it. Our old labs were traditional labs, and it showed, they were old, and they were traditional. And so when faculty candidates would come to the university to decide if this was the university they wanted to establish themselves in, if this is where they wanted to conduct their research, they'd see gleaming, beautiful new instruments sitting in old labs. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with the labs, but now they come over and they see these gleaming new instruments in this gleaming new state-of-the-art lab where there's 5,000 square foot of room for the machines. And I have literally seen people come in and their mouth fall open, I think you guys came in this morning and you were like, wow, this is really nice. Yeah. I've had long-term colleagues come in to see us in the new lab for the first time and look around, and their eyes are just popped open. They're like, wow, this is, I feel like I'm at the National Institutes of Health in Baltimore or something like that. Just a real good image, which goes beyond show and tell because it's a really big factor when you go to recruit faculty. So lots and lots of benefits. We're thrilled.